I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Hello, moat friends.
Hello. Whoosh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're all right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Silly. Thank you for the 15-month resub. What color would you like for your paper star? Hi, Scruffy. Hi, Raccoon. Hello, Smoothie. Welcome in. Hi, Allison. What we got here? Mr. Mime, or Mime Jr. Like I have lime green, and I have this, which is like teal. It's a little bit, to me that would be darker than mint, but it is teal. I don't know, it just fell. You'll take the teal? Okay. You got it. Hi, Saren. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling good. How do I want to... I'm gonna have a think. Your knee is locking. Oh, hyperextending. Yeah. Yeah, definitely ice. I'm glad that you're already icing it. Bodies can be weird like that. Like, just very random sometimes. And it can sometimes be like absolutely nothing. Oh, I'm done with mine too. I did all my envelopes and got them in the mail. Oh, crap. Hey, James. Oh, no. When you mailed the envelopes, was there one that wasn't sealed that was written in blue pen instead of with a sticker on it? Okay. I'll have to look. Because I thought I had set Saren's envelope to the side because I was double checking the P.O. box, and then I know that you took the envelopes to the post office. Okay. You didn't check to make sure they were sealed? That's your favorite thing. James is an envelope licker. You checked and they were all sealed. Because I don't think that Saren's was, so it might still be here. That is quite a title. Silly, thank you for the resub. I think they were. One moment. It's here! It's here! I thought that I set it off to the side when I messaged you because I was like, let me make sure, because I knew you moved, and I was like, she might have moved her P.O. box. So, yes! It's here. I just have to, I'll have to rewrite it. Alright. I think that we might move this Like this, I don't know. Oh God. How do we want to, this is where we're dotting today. Maybe, nope. Hi. What's up? Oh, what happened to them?
I took off my long pants. I thought I had short pants
Oh, okay.
in my office, and I didn't.
Oh.
Short pants. They're just called shorts.
No, short pants, I like it. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Okay. Well, I can still say done, right, envelopes. Oh, I didn't spell envelopes right at all. What on earth? Yes. I don't know if I need the ad or not. Nope. Boop. Doo-doo-doo. I poke a gift in my inventory that I can send. Do I have to choose one per? No, no, no. So if you do exclamation point poke gift, it'll randomly select from all the players that are in chat right now and gift to people who play the game. So you don't have to pick. And I think it gifts to 2 people. Yeah, there you go. So Georgina and Saren. Isn't that cool? I did notice somewhere over here one popped out. Oh, so chat. I was talking with my mods and I want to come up with a new raid message. Maybe one didn't. I really thought one did. If you, oh, right here. If you aren't in the US and you don't really know what's been going on here, I feel weird saying that we're flooding in now. There were some pretty devastating floods in Texas just recently. And while what we're saying is not anything with that, it felt weird to copy that raid message yesterday. So I was like, let's change it. We haven't changed it in a while. So I would love to know if you guys have any ideas about what our new message should be. I'll need to get better at it, no worries. Hi, Hammy. Yeah, it felt weird. Like, obviously I know, oh yeah, like, it was supposed to be a loving thing and it always felt that way, but then all of a sudden it just felt bad. So, yeah, it's been bad, and I know that they're still getting hit with more rain, which doesn't help anything, and it's just a very... Mother Nature's a bitch. So I was like, you know, maybe we can do something, because I always mention, you know, that we have crafts, chats, cats, and chaos. So maybe we can do something like the moat is bringing the chaos, or the crafts, or something. That's why I was like, let me try and get some chat perspective. So I would love ideas. Been flooded in Ontario. It's been chaos weather. It really has. It really has. And again, that's never been our intention with that message, but it just, I feel like it needs to change. I feel like it's time. So, yeah. I am open to thoughts. We can say something like, I was like, what if we had some kind of, like, We're all out of crafts, so we're bringing the chaos or something. I mean, we're not actually all out of crafts. See, it doesn't even have to necessarily be anything with moat related. Like, that's just my name. You know? Like, it doesn't have to do anything with water. It could, but I don't necessarily feel like it has to, if that makes sense. Hey Google, turn on my desk light. Aha. Hi Mia. Could rhyme. It could. Floating down the moat. Oh, a shenanigans raid. That's fun. We shenaned once, we'll shenan again. Ooh, what if we did, like, we could even say something like bringing the shenanigans. No, that, it doesn't need to be long. It's tricky coming up with stuff, you know? Here to shenan again. I'll copy some of these ones. Oops. Not me accidentally copying like 6 messages. I'll copy some of these and we can like... I'm open to like talking about it and thinking about it for a little bit. Like we don't have to make a decision like right this second. So like if we want to like brainstorm or play around, or if anyone else has any ideas. Because I was thinking, like, what if we did something like we're all done with crafts. Now we're here to cause chaos. Yeah, so I felt kind of funny with the whole the moat is flooding into your stream after everything happened with these big floods lately. It feels, that's not the intention behind it, you know, but it just, not even like bad taste, it felt really weird to say it yesterday, like when we were raiding. Like, to copy and paste it, I just felt it felt like it had time to change something, you know? So that's why I'm kind of like, let's brainstorm ideas. Yeah, we could just keep it simple and just be like moat raid. Chaos a woo. Oh my god. Crafty chaos incoming. Something like that could work too. We could do crafty chaos incoming. Something like that. That would work. Hurrah for chaos a woo. You know what I need to do is I need to make an a woo like emote. Like we have tier 2 I think has this guy, which is just barks. But let me put in my emote ideas. A woo. We need an actual woo. Heck yeah, Saren. Because I'm not opposed to having like a woo in it, but I would like to have an emote that went with that, you know? Oh, it's kind of like gotta catch them all. That's the whole idea, honestly. You can like battle, you can trade them. So there's different things. So here's the question, Silly. Can followers use the follower emotes outside of my stream unless if they're not subbed? I think that follower only emotes only work in my channel unless you're subscribed, and then they work everywhere. Hey, Allison. Yeah. I know, it's silly the way that they did that. Because the terminology would make you think that, oh, this is a follower emote. I can use it because I'm a follower anywhere. So it doesn't. It's a silly terminology. Right, but you have to be subscribed in order to use the follower emote outside of. I think, unless you're not subscribed to Sly. Also, hi, Allison. We're talking about new raid calls. We're trying to come up with an idea. So, if you have any ideas, feel free to share. We were talking about maybe doing something with crafty or chaos. Oh, you're not? Okay. So maybe. Is that one a follower or is that one a bit emote? Because bit emotes... Let me look. That's a bit emote. That's a 10k bit reward. I just clicked on it. Yep. Well, so that's the thing, Silly, is that if you're not subbed to Doc, then you won't have his follower emotes in my channel. If you go to his channel, you can use his follower emotes. You can only use follower emotes in the channel that they're from, unless you're subscribed to that channel, in which case you can use follower emotes anywhere. To surround you with chaos and craft supplies. Like a ball pit. I also kind of hate that you can't get rid of bit emotes. Like if you've cheered a certain number of bits in a channel, even if you don't follow that channel, even if you have blocked that channel, even if that person has blocked
I'm an arts and
you.
crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Raccoon, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. What color paper star would you like? Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Because there's that one streamer that I used to mod for that I don't anymore. They're blocked by me. I'm blocked by them. But I still have one of their bit emotes in my freaking thing of emotes, and I hate it because this person is not a good person and I don't want it. I would like to return it, Twitch. Purple? Okay. Yeah, I hate it. Check emotes. I have a bit emote for someone who's blocked me. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why. Yeah, it's a bad. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, if someone has you blocked, why would you want to use their emotes? You know? I don't know. Here come Moat and friends and more to raid your stream for fun galore. We're getting poetic now. I like it. There we go. Purple star. Thank you again for that sub. It's like, I know Lumi has, like, you know, we've come to raid your stash. Which is also cute. Like, we've come to collect craft supplies. But I've got it. It's just gonna say raid. Just raid message here. The period is important. Oh. We've come. Or raid? Maybe. Maybe we are. It's hard because, like, I think of what Allison just kind of said and was like, oh yeah, we could do something like crafts are done, now it's time for chaos. But at a certain point, like, does it get too long, you know? Like, it's a lot for people to read. I don't know. Crafts, chaos. Is there like... there's no check mark emote. Because it'd be fun to just be like crafts, check. Chaos, check. Raid, check. You know what I mean? Like a little checklist. But there's no check emote. Like a... Look at the global emotes real quick. There is. Oh. Oops. Yeah, see, that's how if you use an emote from like your phone, it could look like this. If you look up in the chat there, you see how like it's blank? That's a Twitch emote. The check marks though that you use, Smoothie, I think that's like a keyboard command, like a keyboard thing, right? Like if you shift and do something. Yeah. Wait. Smoothie, you got a shiny. Heck yeah. That could be cute. I don't know. What do we think about that one with Artie? That's an option, I think. We can, like, put it to a vote, too. Like, I can put some of our favorites. Heck yeah, shiny hype. There's gonna be, like, I'm letting y'all know now, there's gonna be a lot of changes coming. We're going to be changing how VIP is done. There's gonna be some, like, behind the scenes and some, like, in front of the scenes stuff. Maybe things that you'll see. And I'll make announcements about stuff so that people understand why changes are made. Changes are not going to be made because of anybody here doing anything, by the way, wrong or right or whatever, but more like I don't even know how to, like, phrase it. Like, not safety, but, like, a... I don't... It's basically the way that we're looking... Mods and I are talking. We're thinking that... Because, like, remember... Okay, here, this is a good way to... Remember I talked about that person who was a mod of mine who has done some very hurtful things to me, and then seeing them being, like, recommended and seeing, like, there was just a lot of stuff that I kind of had to do to, like, protect my space. Like, I had to, I actually blocked them here, and I removed all different sorts of things. So what we're kind of thinking is that VIP might become a former mod. Like, I have a couple of mods who we left on good terms. They just needed to step down because life, you know? And streamer friends. So, like, almost as a way of being like, this is a person who I know and support, and they are a safe space for other people to hang out. Again, not that people who are marked with VIP now are not, because the people who are making me want to make this change are already removed from the community and the situation. So if you're sitting here with a VIP badge next to your name and you're like, oh my god, what the hell did I do? It's not you. You're here still. But I think it might just be a way of like signaling like, hey, these are other streamers or past mods who are safe people if anyone ever needed anyone. And we're just gonna like, we'll have the roles still in like Discord, and you know, you guys have the roles that you can. I wish that there was like, you know how you can get like the pennies thing here. It'd be nice if like I could do something like that, like a different role, like a little thing next to, I don't know, it people people I Kit Kat. That's all I'm saying, you know? People shouldn't be making me have to think about this sort of thing or make changes. Just people. I'll say I'm good. Everything is okay behind the scenes. I'm not like, you know, nothing like bad happened. It's just one of those like eye-opening kinds of things. Sometimes you have to rethink how things are done, you know? So we're also, like I said, working on having a space in Penny's Corner in Discord for people to share their own crafts, like their Instagrams or their websites or things like that. We're just working on getting like the logistics of it, if you will. So it's something that I've wanted to work on, having like a space for people to share, you know, like if they need help with something or if they have questions or they want to, you know, promote something. But we didn't want it to be like a main section of the Discord where just anyone can post, because then it becomes like people just join. Yeah, exactly. Pattern testing. We didn't want people just to join the Discord just to do that, because that's where it kind of becomes icky, is like people who just join a Discord to promote themselves. So we're gonna have it be a part of Penny's Corner, so that way you have to be a member of the community for a while before you can redeem that role. Like, it's an expensive role, and so by that point hopefully you have learned what, like, about the community. You're not just coming in to be like, hi, do my thing, like my stuff. So we're working on that too. Had a couple flake on you. That's frustrating. It's everything right now just feels bad. I don't know how to describe it. We need a spring clean every now and again. Yep. But once work sometimes needs to change. Like when we put some of these things in place, we were a very small community. And now, yeah, I mean, we're still a small community, granted, but we have over 5,000 people that follow. So, you know, stuff has changed from how things once were to how they are now. And that's fine. I just never want anyone to be like, oh my God, it's me. Nope, I promise, if you're the problem, you'll be notified. Oh, so Penny's Corner is a channel point redemption. Like, if you look down below the chat box, hang on, if you look down here, if you're on mobile, it'll look like this regardless, and then you click on it. You can use the channel points that you earn for different things, and one of them is join Penny's Corner. Penny is our moat monster, so that's, you have to earn 100,000 channel points, and then you can redeem that. You click it, you click submit, and then it pops up with a little thing. So and then you get a role in the Discord. It opens up like a lock channel spot in the Discord. But see, like, and that's where, like, we want to do things for the people who have been around long enough to unlock the things. We just don't want people who have just joined, or who, like, the other day in another community, people were like sometimes people literally will just join a Discord just to promote themselves, and they try to like at everybody, and they try to, you know, whatever. And we want this to be a spot where people, like, I know for instance Calliope streams. What happens if she's doing like a really cool, maybe she's doing a charity thing, maybe she's doing a celebration because she's been streaming for so, you know, whatever. I want there to be a spot where we can support each other, but I just don't want it to be abused. That's the issue, is that I see those spots get abused too often in Discord. So this was our way of like having like a safe space to do it, but not have it be unobtainable for people, but also to not have it be like, oh, I just got here, let me redeem like a 300 point thing, you know? If you were the problem, Megan has many mods who will let you know. You're close to becoming a pine cone, yeah. So you're saving to be a pine cone. So yeah, there's a lot of things kind of in the works behind the scenes that will be coming to the forefront in the next couple of weeks, I think. So uh-oh. Where did that go? That just fell off my thingy. Oh, there it is. We need a pine cone emote, but it could easily look like poop if we're not careful. Yes. Unfortunately... Unfortunately, it's a very dangerous path. Between pine cone and poop. What if when someone redeems it, we all go, you pine cone? Oh my god. Yes. Do we say you pine cone, or do we say what a pine cone? I think you. Everyone hydrate. By the way, I will not share anything because it's not my place to do so, but I know yesterday we were all thinking of Elf because baby Elf was making their way into the world, and I do want to let you know that everyone is doing good. Whenever Elf is ready to share more, I'm sure that she will, but baby is here. Everyone is doing good. So, I know all of us were talking about that yesterday. Yeah. And like I said, any other information, that is not my place to share. But Oops. Let go. Yay, baby elf, yeah. I know we were all thinking of them yesterday and sending good vibes. All we need to know. Yep. Exactly. Almost been an hour? Dang. Thank you all for coming up with some ideas and like brainstorming with me with the raid message. I'm glad y'all understand. And for just like listening to some of the things that are going to be changing and coming up. If anyone has questions, my DMs are open. You're welcome to ask. But know that I'm not going to get into like more detail over what happened exactly. But if you have questions or anything about changes. You got all my good ideas. All of them? Dang. All my pennies in time. No worries. The Pennies Club's not going anywhere. I share my brain cell with the orange cats today. Oh. You know what's annoying? Realizing that I missed numbers down here. Like, I already did this number up here. And I just found 4 of them. It's like when you're cross-stitching and you think that you got all the stitches that you needed in that color. And then you look and you find like 3 more. And you're like, damn it, now I gotta rethread my needle. Oh. What the heck was 5? Oh, 3, this one. Here was some crafty chaos to share. Oh, I like that too. Yeah, I'm kind of like throwing a list together of some ideas, and then we can even try them out. Kind of like when we've had friends that have been trying new names and they ask us to try calling them that for a while. Try a couple of different raid messages, see what fits us best, you know? Figure it out. Let me copy that down too. So. We could even just say shenanigans incoming instead of shenanigans raid. Like, we could just say shenanigans incoming. We could. What's everybody else working on today? Any crafting? Any gaming? Feeding yourself? High probability of ship ink in my future, though. I love that. Being bored? Uh-oh. Can't decide what to do next. That's the worst. Back to work this week. Boo. Had a nap. Still recovering from your long weekend. Put some crafty purchases away. Ooh, crafty purchases. What'd you buy? Crocheting the bolero. Nice. It's on the 19th. That's coming up. That's so exciting. I can't wait to see what you've been making too. Okay, 9. 1, 5, 8. You got cross stitch fabric, needle minders, counting pins, rainbow threads. Oh, so you went all out. I love that. Sometimes you just need a good shopping spree. Post a Discord or photo in Discord? Yes, please do. Okay, as you need advice on which skirt to wear. Ooh, make sure it was made first. Sure. Halloween sock yarn. Ooh. That's fun. Alright, it's about to be ad time. So we are going to take a real quick stretch break. Let's perfect opportunity to go to the bathroom, get a snack, get a drink, move your laundry, take your meds, you know, take a little stretch. Or, you know, you can even just sit where you are and change how you're sitting. Are you shrimping? Are you sitting like me right now? Goddamn, sit up. Anywho, we'll play some words on stream, and then I'll be back, and we will keep working on this diamond dot. We're making good progress on it. This is the end of this row, which is exciting. Okie doke, be right back. Whoosh. Alrighty. Back to the song. Words on stream hurt my brain. That one was a lot. I felt like dang. That one was intense. I have a lot of C in that line. 3, 3, 4. I'm literally putting dots on top of an Artemis hair. She's not even in here right now, but she's in here right now. You know? Oh well. Now it's like... It's fine. It's no one's gonna know. I'm not gonna tell. Are you gonna tell? She's forever a part of this now. Or he won't say anything either, yeah. Okay, equal sign. I always craft my own hair into projects. Oh yeah. All the time. There's a, you know, they say there's a little piece of you in everything you make. And that's quite literal. God damn it, I missed those 2 9s too. We just did those. Oy. Ew. Okay, what number was 9? 158. Okay. See, look, this is my own hair. I don't need to be, I'm already a part of this. I don't know where my good tweezers went. Made the heel flap too short. Oh, rip it back out. Oh no. Oh no. To the timeout bin. That project can think about what it's done for a while. It needs to go to timeout. I'm so sorry, that sucks. Heck yeah, silly, get swole. Part of it 3 times? Yeah, it's definitely time for timeout. It is absolutely time for it to go and think about things. Bad sock. That way you can do any repairs that need to happen inside the walls. You can just lift them. No worries, Smoothie. You want to lift the walls? Do it. should have said raise the roof, not lift the walls. Damn, I missed it. I missed the opportunity. Failed. I think I pushed that twice. Whoops. My bad. You'll lift the whole house? Okay. Cool. Silly wants to be Louisa. Just lifting up Casita. She is amazing. I love that Disney was surprised at how much love she got. Like, they all thought that Isabella was going to be like the big, like, toy driven character, and people just like loved her because how can you not, you know? You were about to say that? Yeah, it was really neat. House got lifted up during a tornado at like a 45-degree angle, and afterwards when interviewed she was like, I had no idea I was off the ground. Oh my god. Nope. No, thank you. Because we love strong women. Not only that, but I think a lot of people probably like resonate a little bit with that whole first daughter thing. And, you know, needing to be the strong one. And how that's kind of a lot of pressure sometimes. I know nothing about that. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to go there, but yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. First daughter trauma. I mean responsibilities. My family on my back, even though I'm the youngest. Oof. I love the dance she did too. Yeah, that's true too. A lot of times it's just the daughter is thought of to be the nurturing, caring, responsible person. It's not always even the oldest. Hooray! Yay, families! Problem isn't always will be the age gap. Almost died. She loved it so much. That's fabulous. I want to do it with a 6-pack. Hell yeah. I mean, I think that also depends too on the family pressure, because a lot of people couldn't say to their sibling, screw you, you're on your own if you're stupid. A lot of times people would get in trouble if their younger siblings did stupid things because you're older, you should know. You should step in and you should tell them or help them or protect them or whatever. But also don't be their mother. What are you doing? You're not their mom. Which is it? Am I telling them to not do stupid things? Or am I not responsible? Yeah. It's not even like it's like the expectations. 'Cause girls are nurturing and it's just in their nature. And you're the mom to, yeah, sometimes you're the mom to your parents. Mm-hmm. Wait, was that really the only one of those? I thought there was more. There was. I mean, it's not that the parents don't believe you. I think it's just the fact that it was kind of like, why didn't you step in and make them stop doing the stupid thing? I don't know. Helping with my siblings at times, but yeah, there were times when it was a lot. Or like at certain family get-togethers where you were just like expected to watch all the little kids or mind them or entertain them or whatever. And again, they're like you said, you know, I didn't mind the fact that my little cousin looked up to me and wanted to hang out with me and play with me. I quite enjoyed that, actually, but there was also, again, the, you know, do I have to, or is it like she wants to, so we are, versus like, well, you have to, kind of thing. I literally have an alarm set to call, get her up for, oh my god. That's so much, Georgina. I'm sorry. So, like, it's just an extra mental burden, you know? It's just extra spoons that you have to use to remember someone else's stuff. It's a tough line to walk, yeah. I agree. I was the good kid whose parents didn't believe them. Yeah, it can happen. Every family dynamic is different. And the way that our families shape us, even like the same siblings in the same household at the same time, it can be different. Even if like you're twins, you know? And I'm not saying that it's always done with ill intent. It's just done sometimes. People learning. We're not perfect. Our parents aren't perfect, you know? They all turn out different. Yeah. That's what happens when your parents really want it. Yeah, well, that's just shitty on their part. Sorry, but that's not anyone's, you know. No one should ever know that. That's an inside head thought, you know? Like, no child should ever know that. Like, some things don't ever need to be said, and that's one of them. And I hate that that's something that is known. I'm glad that you're here because you're my twin. So heck them. No, and I know that you know that it's on them, but I'm just saying that it's crap that I guess it was something that, like, no one should ever know that. At the same time, parents also shouldn't do the whole, like, you're a miracle baby to any of their children. Even if they are. Welcome back. Because I can tell you that's an icky feeling. Not that it was done in my household. This is not my story or my thing, but that just James and I were talking about this the other day. They should really have like parenting classes,
my people.
right? Hi, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. We go to school to learn so many things. They really should have like a parenting course. And it should just be like general things like, would you leave your kid in a car when you went into a store or when you went into work? If you said yes, no. Like, heck yeah, this is my vibe. I don't do diamond painting, but I enjoy watching others. Heck yeah, come on in. Oh, we do all kinds of crafts here. We do it all. Tomorrow we're going to be crocheting. Oh! Hi! Perfect! Tomorrow we're going to be crocheting. The next day we're going to be cross-stitching. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in, multi-crafters. Yeah, straight to jail. Yeah, it's like, no, that's wrong. And, you know, obviously then you start to have issues of, well, who makes these decisions of what's meant, like, what's okay and what's not. But it's like, certain things are just a no. How you approach those things too, because I think it's okay to say you planned one thing but you're happy that it turned out differently. Sure, absolutely. Nothing should be brought up all the time, you know, like if you were a miracle baby but you have siblings, guess what, it shouldn't be brought up all the time, especially in front of them, that you were a miracle baby, a miraculous, because I can tell you that's just going to cause issues between siblings, you know? No one should ever be told, like, I agree with how Allison said it, like, oh yeah, we were planning on this and we're so glad that it worked out differently. That's one way of saying it. But it also shouldn't be brought up all the time, because then people are going to be like, well, I understand that I wasn't planned or it wasn't this, but like, why do you keep mentioning it? It makes me think of, this is such a niche reference, Big Bang Theory. When Sheldon knows that he wants to marry Amy and it's because another girl kissed him, and he keeps talking about that, and Amy's like, we don't need to bring that up every time. We don't need to tell everyone that that's why you knew. That's why you proposed. Like, we don't have to, like, just stop. Like, it can just, I understand that that's what happened, but shut up about it, kind of thing. My cousin is having her first baby today or tomorrow. That's so exciting. Congrats to them. You're making a nursery cross stitch. Ah, and a blanket. And I haven't started the blanket. Oh, it's fine. Listen. Gifts. If someone is handmade worthy, they're going to be so excited about the gift whenever they get it, even if it's late. Even if the baby gets their blanket for their first birthday instead of when they were born, guess what? They can still use a blanket. Babies aren't going to all of a sudden be like, well, I was only cold in months 1 through 3, so now your gift is no longer something useful. But that's exciting. I'd love to see pictures. Like, I want 2 boys and a girl. You can't control. If you want to pick your kid's gender, then don't conceive naturally. Adopt a kid. Don't do that crap. Don't do that. Nope. You can't control any of that. This isn't The Sims. You can't eat watermelon or whatever in order to make your baby a girl. Stop it. Like, what most people should be saying is, I want a healthy baby. I want a baby that is happy and healthy. Like, I actually saw the cutest thing ever. Right, so a lot of times in, like, baby showers and stuff like that, they, like, interview the guests and they're like, what do you think, like, how much do you think the baby will weigh when they're born? Like, if they already know the gender. Or a lot of times they'll be like, you know, what do you think it'll be, a boy or girl? This one, I thought this was such a great idea. And I have no idea if I'll ever actually be pregnant. But I was like, I love this. And what they filmed everyone doing and guessing, they already knew the baby was a girl. And they asked each guest, what do you think baby will be when they grow up? So, like, they're asking people, and one of them's like, I think they'll be an engineer just like their dad. Or I think that she'll be a teacher. Or I think that she'll be a social worker. I'm like, that is such a fun idea. How cool is that? Like, instead of any other kind of, like, you know, what do you think they'll want to be when they're an adult? And I'm like, I like that, you know? so an artist. Like there were just people pulling out all kinds of interesting, and I think that that's like a fun, you know, take on a lot of that stuff that can be kind of like, why are we doing this? Isn't that cute? What, Ken, Scruffy? When people are like saying really? See, I guess that and again, I'm not a parent, but I don't necessarily equate NICU with not being healthy. I guess my idea of healthy is not having like a lifelong, you know, I mean, hello, I'm a chronically ill human being. I wish that my child will not be a chronically ill human. They might be, but like you wish them to be, I don't know, I guess not necessarily better, but you don't want them to hurt the way that you've hurt, I guess is a way to say it. I feel like they fail. Really? Interesting. See, I'm always learning. Everyone should always be learning, truthfully. I never would have thought of it like that because I guess I wouldn't say that that's like sometimes babies just need a little extra, like there's nothing wrong with that. No, and I'm glad that it is. I'm glad that you brought it up. Like this is something, you guys know, we talk about things here that are oftentimes not talked about. And I'm glad for other perspectives because again, it's not something that I have experience with, so I am lacking in that area, and I welcome the opportunity to learn. And I think other people here feel the same way, like, oh, okay, like that's honestly not something I would have thought of. So thank you for feeling comfortable enough to be like, that can actually be problematic. Because I'll remember that, you know? It was really triggering, yeah. It was done being pregnant because, yeah. And I hate that was, like, cause I mean, as you know, there's nothing, you didn't do anything wrong. But I absolutely can understand in that moment how you would feel like you did, because that's the kind of person I am too. I'd be like, well, it's my fault. I didn't do something right, and now someone else, you know, and so I can absolutely understand how that is very easy to feel that. Like, oh, well, if only I had fill in the blank, you know, whatever the fill in the blank is, but I feel like a lot of babies end up, maybe not a lot, but like I know my niece ended up in the NICU for a while too, and she was full term. Everything was, you know, sometimes babies just need a little extra, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But seriously, thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate it. Grew up to toe pains in the ass. Partner and sister are both NICU babies. I'm glad that you feel like that too. That it's a safe place to share and to say something. Because, like, I'll remember that. I'll challenge that, you know, narrative in the future. It's like how I think of how someone once explained that using the term spirit animal, when you're like, oh, that silly whatever, that's my spirit animal, because, like, you relate to it, is actually really insulting to people who are of Native heritage. Because spirit animals are not something to be joked about. And so, like, that's something that I'll try and challenge. So, you know, it's stuff like that that you remember. And so the next time that someone says something, even if you don't want to, like, call it out, you can just be like, how about we say this instead? Or, like, a redirect. Even if you don't want it to be like a whole, we're going to have a learning experience now. It's just good to be able to learn and to grow as humans. Three, 8, 3, 6. That's percentage, yeah. It's important to have these moments. Mm-hmm. That's why you started to say my aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Ways to replace phrases. Yeah. That was really cool. Spirit animal was one of them. It's, you know, I always see people be like, people are so sensitive today. And, like, you know, back in my day, this blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not that we're more sensitive. It's that we're more educated. Like, I think about my first guinea pig that I had growing up. Okay? This will make sense, I promise. My first guinea pig I had when I was growing up, his name was Coco, and he was very loved. He had a cage, and he had, you know, he got carrots and food and hay and all the things that at that time, before the internet was on your phone and there were websites with information about guinea pig. You got your information from the pet store, from a pamphlet, from a book you borrowed from the library. That's where you got your information. It was not, you know, well publicized. So he was in a pet store cage. Now, knowing what I know, first of all, guinea pigs do better in at least pairs. They like having a friend. So Pipsqueak had Smudge. My guinea pigs had each other. They also had a massive cage because, as it turns out, they need a lot more room than what a pet store cage offers. Do they also have a pet store cage? Yes, that was where they stayed when they cleaned the cage. When we moved, they needed a place to stay when we moved. They needed an enclosed area. But I'm not going to look back at past me and be like, I was a horrible human being because they were in a small cage. That's what we knew back then. That was what the book, like, I got a guinea pig book. I was preparing myself to be a good guinea pig mom, you know, like I was doing my best. It's just that that's what the research and the information was back then, and now it's different, and now and that's why you have to constantly be learning and be okay with adapting and changing and, like, not just staying where you are because, well, that's how it always was. Okay, but we know more now. The world, like, I used to be told that I wouldn't have a calculator with me everywhere I went, and now I have the whole internet is in my pocket. So, like, yeah, as times change, we do too. Or at least we should, you know? The Queen of Unicorns. I'm still waiting for my diplomatic plates on. Do it. Do it, silly. Back in my day, I always come back with, and back in your day, there was segregation and no rights for women. Yeah. Anything in life, as long as you're open to learning new information and working to improve, there's no need to beat yourself up for mistakes you've made before you knew better. Yeah, I also think a lot about how, you know, information in general about, like, the animals that we keep as pets has, again, the way the internet allows us to learn so much. I mean, obviously make sure that you're learning it from reputable sources and not just, like, some random person. Cross-reference, okay? But, like, you know, learning about, oh, well, okay, can betta fish survive in a bowl? Yes, but betta fish will thrive in a heated 5-gallon tank. There's a difference between surviving and thriving, you know? And okay, if I know this now as an adult or as I've grown, I'm going to do what I can to be better. It's making choices once you know better, you know? I wish more people would continue learning and growing. Me freaking too. Me too. How are you supposed to know what you truly believe if you never question and challenge it? Like, I remember at one point my cousin uses they, them pronouns. And my dad struggled with it for a little bit. Not out of, like, a place of, you know, not supporting, but just from a place of not understanding. And so I remember having, like, a whole conversation with him and only using they, them pronouns about anything. And at the end of it, I was like, were you confused? And he was like, what do you mean? And I said, I'm like, I didn't use any gender-specific pronouns, and you still understood what I was saying, right? And he kind of paused for a minute, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's all it is. I'm like, if you're confused, use their name instead. That's the easiest way that you can do it if you're not 100% sure. Or, and again, you know, my cousin has been very it is an adjustment, it is a change. And so if a mistake was made, no one was ever, like, berated for it, but it definitely... it should be okay if people stumble a little bit as they're learning. And my dad gets it now. And again, you know, it wasn't coming from a place of, like, well, screw this is back in my day we didn't. It was more like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to use this when I'm talking about them. And so I kind of did stuff like that to kind of help him. But yeah, it's people aren't bad just because they don't understand or because they're learning. We all have to learn. We didn't come into this world knowing how to, like, not poop ourselves. We had to learn that. Or how to hold a pen, or how to crochet, you know, like where it's okay to learn and change. It's okay to admit that you've changed too, or that you've grown. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all preachy. I just, you know, it's important. Because I feel like sometimes people are embarrassed that they didn't know something. And it's like, no, it's okay. You didn't know. We can't know everything. It's impossible. You know now, and that's what matters. And now you can make a decision on how you're going to move forward, you know? By they, them pronouns, posting on Facebook, going to the doctor. I love the effort, but the nurses kept saying them are waiting for their shots. That's sweet, though. Like, they're trying, you know? They were trying, and that meant a lot, even if it wasn't perfect. Exactly. It doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. It just has to be an effort. That's like the third emergency vehicle that's driven by. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, they might be using our neighborhood as like a throughway to get to the other side quicker. Like the other side of the town. Traffic was bad on our road today. I wonder if something is closed off, using it as a cut through. They could be. Or it could just be like right on the other side. Like, you know, there's a couple of houses or fields or whatever. Might just be quicker. It's been like all different types of emergency vehicles, which normally happens with like a 911 call. They just like send send one of everybody. I don't know if you're gonna need this. Here, take it. I don't know if you're gonna need this. Here, take it. Heck yeah, silly. You did it! Hooray! I'll have you know that I've been singing Pressure ever since we talked about Louisa. And lifting weights. Oh my god, I thought the same thing! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! It's one thing about having a brother, or I guess I should just say any sibling. That's like a big age gap. I was too old to watch Dora, but my brother was not. So there was a lot of Dora on at that time. And I remember just being like, it's right behind you, God. Where's the map? And now that baby brother's getting married and I can't freaking handle it. He just had his bachelor party. Watch the Backyardigans when you stayed home sick in high school. I love that. Listen, I'm a grown adult right now with no kids, and I watched all of Bluey. No judgment. My brother and youngest are 13 years apart, and there are 3 other siblings in there. That is a lot of range in kid shows. Yeah, it's just me and Ryan, and we're 8.5 years apart. Price is Right when I was homesick. It's too much effort to judge people, truly. That one is weird. You have 9 siblings? Wow. Where are you in the mix? Six years apart, is getting married within the month, and I also cannot get over it. Yeah, they're still frozen at the age I left. You're right in the middle. Oh, okay, it's about to be stretch break time again, somehow. So, we'll play some words on stream. Get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Take a quick stretch, take a screen break, or play some words on stream. I am going to go ahead and get up and walk around for a little bit. It still feels like he's 15, yeah. No, I get that. How? I have no idea. Oof, okay. Words on stream. I'll be right back. Whoosh. Alrighty. Thank y'all for waiting through that ad break. I appreciate it. Okay. We're so close to being done with this section. It is, because we're well past the halfway point at this juncture. And then when we're done with this one, I have that ridiculously big one, the one that we're fundraising for. So that should be fun. That's probably gonna take forever. $37.27. Oh, I should show you all. My whole hope with the kitty one is that by the time that it's done, my girls will actually be sleeping and snuggling together like that, and it continually gets closer and closer. 'Cause look at these cuties last night. Look at those babies. Look at those babies. Look, Pippin was lying down. And Artie came up and was sniffing her. You can also see how little Artemis is when Pippin sits up here. Like, she's so small. I can't. And then Pippin went right into biscuit making. Look at her. She's working overtime. Working 9 to 5. Yeah, she's sniffing the beans. I went to fold the laundry yesterday, and Patches and Lexi were both on the bed together. It's so exciting. So I just used my regular sewing machine for Calliope's little magnet pouch thingy for the dragon. I have to I have to figure out the threading on the overlock machine, and I want to practice before I use it for anything that I'm sending out to someone. So I didn't set that up yet, but I watched another video on it to try and get myself ready for it. But my sewing machine is in the basement, and so I was setting everything up, and Maple was like, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom, I'm gonna help." And he helped by repeatedly headbutting my butt. Literal headbutts. He's like, Mom, I love you so much. I was like matching colors, like thread and everything, and he's just like, bam. Also, hi, I was talking about you and now you're here. It's magic. Practice on different fabrics. Yeah. Absolutely. And then I zoom the camera out a little bit. My sweet boy. Getting the plug fixed. I was getting the plug fixed. What? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. But yeah, he was a great help. Hi, where are you going? There's really no room for you up here right now. Come sit. No. Oh my gosh, silly, they're like butt touching on the bed. They're so close to each other. Sweet babies. No, stay here. Sit with me. Please, if you sit with me, I'll pet you. I don't need both hands for this craft. I can actually pet you. You just want to watch? You can watch. Yeah, you can watch. For anyone new, this is Artemis. She's a big helper. She's a little helper in the sense that she's small, but she is a big helper in the size of which she gives her help. Yeah, you gotta check out everything. You checking out the pen? Hi. I love you so much. I love you so much. Seven, 6, 2. There, watch, it's gonna happen. Wow. Could you all imagine if Pippin figures out how, or when I should say Pippin figures out how to jump up here? That'll be the end. I'll not be able to craft anymore. Between the two of them.
So, remember how I said I was working from home tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
That's a lie.
Of course. Because I thought that was the truth. So what are you actually doing?
First shift.
Oh,
Hey, I'll take first shift over the others, so.
sure. I'll take you being home when they say you're going to be home.
Yeah.
It's a novel effing idea. Ma'am, no. Mm-mm. That's the most frustrating thing about his job, is that they can say one thing and, like, up until, like, a certain amount of time before it can change. So he's like, yeah, I'm working from home tomorrow. I have a couple of classes I have to do. Okay, cool. So instantly my brain goes into, okay, so that means we can watch baseball together tonight. We can hang out. We'll go to bed at the same time. We'll wake up in the morning together. We'll do the pets in the morning. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, just kidding. And all of a sudden everything just... So we will not watch baseball together tonight. We will not go to bed at the same time. We will not get up in the morning together at the same time or do the pets together. Like, it just... It's not your fault. I mean, you would think that I would learn by now instead of just constantly being burned over and over and over again, but nope. I stupidly take your job, what you tell me. Okay. Girl, you don't even sit over there normally. That's not a place that you sit. Especially when I have stuff on my desk. I should just know not to actually trust anything. Oh, look at that. She's lying down. Good job, Artie. Because the other thing, too, is that they could still call him and be like, hi, guess what? You're now working overnight. Tomorrow. Who knows? Certainly not me. Like, I don't know of any other industry that works the way that the railroad works. It's a cluster. Did I not push that button? Hello? you have a good snooze on the couch? The joys of being an indoor kitty where you can just move from one soft surface to another and take a nap, huh? You deserve that, though, after living outside. Hooray, I caught it. So I don't actually have a picture of it, because I've literally had this diamond painting for a long time, since like 2018. So it actually moved houses with us. Like things have been misplaced, but funny enough, there is a member of my community who has done this exact same diamond painting, and hers is done and framed. So give me a minute. I have the message pinned so that I can show people, because you're not the first person who's asked, and you will not be the last person. I literally don't have. This is hers. So that's what we're working on. Oh, to be an indoor kitty in a cozy crafter, yeah. Looks like a galaxy. Mm-hmm. Yep. So like a nighttime water, mountain, people. I thought it was really pretty. This was back like before diamond dotting had become like a huge thing. And I just really loved it. I ordered it from like some company overseas, and then I, like every other craft in my life, worked on it very sporadically. It was a little bit here, a little bit there. I never really like sat down and put time into it. So I've been trying to like work on it like a stream a week about. Sometimes I get distracted by other things, as we all do. But yeah, just working on finishing it, getting it done. I have other ones that I want to do too. Isn't that always the way? We always have more crafts waiting in the wings. No, ow. Okay. Why are you leaving? Oh. You were so oh, you're getting a snack? Okay. I can't be upset about that. I understand. Distracted? Us? Never. No, we are always so focused and so locked in on this stream. There's never any distractions. I never go on hour-long tangents of things because someone asked about something. Nope. Couldn't be me. Three, 3, 2, 5. Couldn't be me. I don't get distracted because my nails have glitter on them. I'm saving up some spoons to like do my nails pretty for the wedding. I mean, I can't really save up spoons for that, but I'm just trying to keep them nice, like filed and all that. I will let you know for sure. I don't know if I want to do anything like fancy or if I just want to do like a a French manicure kind of thing, because that will go with any dress that I wear. Since, like, obviously I'm in the wedding, but then there's also, like, the, like, before we have the night before, we have the day after. So I'm like, if I just do, like, a simple, like, French manicure, I feel like that will work no matter what, instead of, like, matching a dress. I don't know. I should probably, like, figure out the color, though, ahead of time, so that way it's not something I need to worry about. Oops, 394. R 597. I love all the teals. I know that's probably really shocking to find out that I love the teal. I don't know what you're gonna do with that information. I'm so surprised. Hollow glitter. Ooh! That could be pretty. Like a Manny that has, yeah, like the top. That would be pretty. That's a good idea. That's crazy talk. Ta-da! Done. Let me put these away and we'll pull back. And I'll show you where we're at. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. We just did this section here. We're so close. Look at this. Let's prep our next section. How many more of these? Because I could also go like this. That's obviously all just very rough. I'm trying mostly not to have like a really big section left at the end. Maybe let's do it from this side, because I can no, we'll keep it the same. I'll worry about what to do at the end when I get to the end. That's future me's problem. You know? It's not current me's issue. Look at this little rolly guy I got. It's like a little paint roller, but for diamond dots. If the same pressure would have pulled you under. No mistakes. Alright. I think we got it stuck in her head, chat. Just a little. Just a little. Did I get that? I don't know. Alright. Let me swap cameras real fast. Let's move this guy. One moment. All right. Come back over here. Come back over here. Okay. We have like 20 minutes. So, what if you don't want to? Oh. Okay. You don't have to. No one has to do anything they don't want. Because tag, you're in. Oh, damn it. Do I have to run? No tag backs. Dang. I didn't even know we were playing. I didn't even know we were playing, chat. Oh, I know what we can start. Because I was like, I could start working on, or not start, but I could work on the Star Wars characters for Ryan. Like, that's an option. Oh my god, my hives are so itchy today. Freak. I think I'll work on this guy. We can start this little pocket dragon. I think that's a good idea. I want to see how it works out. By the way, you can buy fidget dragons right now on the website. They're available for pre-order. I was surprised that more people weren't excited about them. All right. We start with the body, not the head. Okay, we can start with the head. That's fine, because it gets sewn on. So, it doesn't matter if I start with one or the other. Well, the body has the beads in it. So that's what makes this one different. Like, they have other ones that are just like a granny square body. What in the heck? Working in the back bar is what, okay. B. There's yarn over, yarn over. Yarn under, yarn over for the head. This is complicated. An elephant with beads? Like my elephant pattern? I have no idea. Because that's not one that I've added beads to before. So I'd have to figure out how to add beads to it. 3.5. Would you like want them on the back? You think so? It's getting cloudy. We're supposed to get rain tonight. I don't like it when designers don't tell me how many stitches I'm supposed to have at the end of the round. So I can't double check and make sure that I've done what they described correctly. Yeah. Like, I know Okay. I mean, I have the 10 stitches that I believe I'm supposed to have, but hopefully that's... I didn't... Hopefully I did it right. That's like, I just like to double check that, you know, I've done things. Single crochet, 2 puff. Single crochet 2. Alright, let's go look at your glossary. Two puff. 2-part mini puff stitch. Working 2. Okay. Oh, hi again. Are you coming back? Nope. Those are supposed to happen in the same stitch. Okay. See. That does make more sense, though, for where things are located. This yarn is ridiculously soft. I got it from, like, I want to say Amazon or somewhere. Like, random. Someplace where they're not going to have dye lots and things like that. I've had it for a while. I thought it would make a neat little dragon, though. Man, this hook is real big. I know that that's what they said to use, but... Oh. It's because they want me to yarn under, yarn over. I forgot about that. I literally read that out loud before I started. You all heard me. And then I promptly said, take that information and throw it away. You don't need it. Yarn under, yarn over makes your stitches more snug, which is why using a slightly larger hook would be a good thing. FYI. There goes the fire truck again. Every time we find out the fake letter and words on stream, then I continually use said letter. You're like, oh, this is really good information. Don't forget it. I forgot it. Crap. It's okay, we remembered in time. Every time. Oh. Do. I'm good. I'm not startled. I feel like I didn't make sound before. No worries, Mia. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Oh, I gotta bring in the water bottles before the rain. We put water bottles out for our mail carrier. Our mail carriers walk in our neighborhood. So it gets hot, especially on days like this. So we put out like a couple of frozen water bottles and a couple of cold water bottles in like a cooler. So if they're thirsty, they can have some. And there's normally at least one that is gone, like each day that I put it out, which makes me happy because I'm like, okay. But when the rain comes, like we have a sign on top of it's like a little cooler that we put out, and there's just like a sign that's taped to it that's like, please help yourself. Hi, Emma. Walmart brand has like really inexpensive water. And it's actually interesting because we got a water filter for our fridge, and it came with like a little tester thing so that you could like check and see how much like impurities are in your water, like before you test it, or before you put it through the filter and after. And it's so interesting, like bottled water all like tests around the same. We're crocheting. Like people pay a lot of money for like fancy water, and it's all very similar. But people will pay a lot of money for like name brand. It's magic. Yeah, you read a pattern, you wave a wand around, or a hook. You say some curse words, and then you make a thing. Magic. Is that... Read a foreign language, hook some yarn into shape, fabric, presto. Oh, no worries, Scruffy. No worries. We finished our little section of diamond dots, so we swapped over. Twin catch. Is that Pokemon a sleepy bulldog? It kind of looked like a dog. There goes the other fire truck. They don't say anything about parentheses. But I'm guessing that I'm supposed to do these back to back. It's not, it has 22 pages, but it doesn't tell me right here. So am I to increase into like twice? And like that's what I'm taking it as. Originally I didn't see the comma there. So I did 2 single crochet, then an increase. I thought I was supposed to do this part twice. So it's just a weird spot to do the increase, but I think the issue is that everybody can write things a little bit differently. And so what one person means by one thing, another person can mean something different. And that can get confusing. Yeah, they honestly, their margins are really big in the pattern. Like, those are some chunky margins. Ends up at the bottom of the head, yeah. We're gonna just trust the pattern. Oh, hello again, Trouble. I don't know why they wouldn't have done it. It's fine. Chunky margins remind me of primary school. Like when you had a page amount that you needed to write for school, so you use like, and they didn't give you instructions on like font spacing, so you use like 1.5 or whatever. Trying to make it look a little longer. There are a lot of pictures. I will give them that. We love to see it. As a pattern designer myself, I love seeing people who take lots of photos to include in their patterns, because that helps a ton. Just to try and help with not being confused. Because the way that they do this granny square, it's kind of fancy too, in order to add like beads in certain spots. So like Some are half doubles, some are like that's fine. This was not marketed as like a beginner pattern. I am not a beginner, so I'm good to go. But it's nice that they have a lot of pictures for things. Decorate the chunky margins too. Oh my gosh, yeah, little drawings. Things like that. Hi. It is pretty, isn't it? The gray in there adds like an interesting like neutral with the yellow and the pink and the purple. You get like 2 warm colors and 2 cool colors. Okay, one more round of singles. And then we can do some eyes. It's not a color I would normally like or pick, but I really like how it's coming together. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I actually got this yarn from Temu, whatever, however it's pronounced. Back when I was looking for yarn to finish Bingo, the orange yarn that I couldn't find or figure out, I needed like a little bit more to get free shipping. And so I was like, this yarn looks nice. Yeah, it does give very like, it gives scale vibes, which is why I thought it would be good for the dragon. You know what's actually funny? I mean, not like haha funny. But I still have to assemble Bingo. We finished making her. Like, we made all the pieces. But she's not assembled yet. I actually have, now that like the Ryan's blanket is finished, I have a Finish Friday wheel, if you will. Of like other things, other projects to work on. Let me see. Yeah, from Bluey. Did I not save it? Oh dear. Well, I had on like a yeah. I crocheted a Bluey doll out of like fuzzy blanket yarn, and she's super cute, and so of course I had to make Bingo too. Hold on. I have a toy net in my room because why the hell wouldn't I? And up there are some things that I've made and some things that I've purchased, but there we go. There's Bluey peeking up. So I have Bingo that I need to finish. Oh, I must not have saved it. So we're going to have Finish Friday projects. And one of them is going to be Bingo Assembly. And I'll save that for right now. because evidently I didn't. See, I had other projects like that were like done but just not finished. So I'll have to remake that wheel. Whoops. That's okay. Let me find someone that we can raid real quick, because the weather, we're getting some stormy winds right now. We're good. We're not like in any kind of whatever, but I would like to raid before we lose any kind of power or anything like that. But thank you all so much. I don't know how it's already 6. Yeah, we're due to get just some wind and rain. We have some a thunderstorm warning for like 30 minutes. So anyway, oh wait, we're gonna try a different raid call. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that. Oh, I like that too, Saren. Yeah, we can. Let me add that to my list of possible messages. There we go. We can do that one for today. We can try it out. We're gonna play around with a couple of different raid messages until we're like, yeah, that one was really good. Let's do that, you know? So grab that raid message. If you are not a subscriber, just grab the text. You can add your own emotes around it, but I'll do better tomorrow to have an actual proper raid message. Oh, no worries, Scruffy. Enjoy dinner. Ah, that's totally good, Saren. Thank you all so much for being here today. I appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be crocheting. Oh, I was not on followers. I'm like, who on earth are all of these people when I was looking for who to raid? I'm like, I don't recognize half of them. Because it was on a weird thingy. Oops. Let's go say hi to Zakayla. I don't know what they're working on, but why not? I will see. Oh, they're cross stitching. There we go. I couldn't see it when it was small. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye.